Over 40 cities around the world hold anti-totalitarianism rallies in solidarity with Hong Kong protest movement.
Here's a summary of the article.
Thousands rallied in over 40 cities around the world over the weekend in opposition to totalitarianism, and in solidarity with protesters in Hong Kong who also took to the streets en masse. Protesters in Hong Kong initiated a global call to arms in response to growing encroachment from the Chinese Communist Party. In Hong Kong, demonstrators displayed dozens of national flags of multiple countries, bearing a banner that read, "Warning. Democracy and human rights under attack." Riot police and protesters clashed later in the day, with officers using tear gas, pepper spray and water cannon and demonstrators throwing Molotov cocktails and bricks. Demonstrations in Hong Kong have entered their 17th week, as the city marked 5 years since the birth of the pro-democracy umbrella movement this weekend. Since June, large-scale peaceful protests against a bill that would have enabled extraditions to China have evolved into sometimes violent displays of dissent over Beijing's encroachment, democracy and alleged police brutality. Hong Kong Free Press relies on direct reader support. Help safeguard independent journalism and press freedom as we invest more in freelancers, overtime, safety gear and insurance during this summer's protests.
This post received a score of 7,720, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than thousands rallied in over 40 cities around the world over the weekend in opposition to totalitarianism, and in solidarity with protesters in Hong Kong who also took to the streets en masse. Events were held in the US, UK, Australia, Canada, Germany, France, Italy, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Norway, South Korea, Taiwan, and other places.
Genuinely curious where in the UK. As far as I know, no such event happened, or it's so small it would barely register with local council as a march.
This took far too long to find. I scoured news sites, Google and eventually Twitter to find this one tweet. Looks like it happened in London outside a Next.
Fair enough, but Falun Gong literally has more people on the streets and in Chinatown every single day, so I still wouldn't call it a march or rally.
The main frustration should be just how damn long it took to find. I had to go Twitter. Twitter man.
The Chinese character in the middle is an art created by protesters. It is a mix of Bao and Zheng, which mean violence and politics respectively, and Bao Zheng means tyranny. Authoritarian governments are on the rise all over the world. It's about time we told them what we think about them. We should stop all trade with the Chinazis.
Greater than it's about time we told them what we think about them. They know what you think about them. They do not care. If you're going to do something about them, that's one thing, but it'll cost you in resources.
Greater than it'll cost you in resources. War always does.
Just a friendly reminder, any government capable of giving you the things you want is powerful enough to take away everything you have. Edit. Thanks for the gold, stranger. Don't forget to file a 1099 so the gov can tax it down to silver. Something I wish the majority of this site would realize.
Meanwhile, China does not give a single fuck. Xi's field, where he grows his fucks, is literally barren, dead, empty of all the fucks he could have possibly given.
Worth noting, none are being held in totalitarian countries, or targeting the embassies of totalitarian countries.
Totalitarian countries don't allow protests, so by definition there won't be protests there.
Hugh, is it true that there is freedom of speech in the Soviet Union, just like in the USA? In principle, yes. In the USA, you can stand in front of the White House in Washington, D.C., and yell, "Down with Reagan," and you will not be punished. Equally, you can also stand in Red Square in Moscow and yell, "Down with Reagan," and you will not be punished. Edit. Formatting.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.